I had always dreamt of having a big wedding. When I met Cheralyn, I said, let's just have this really big wedding. And she looked at me like, what are you talking about? Because that was not her reality. Mainly because she knew her parents were not gonna come. At that time, my dad was gonna come, my mom, my sister, everybody was going to come. But she knew that her family was not gonna come.
I didn't see the purpose of having a wedding if you didn't have the support and the people there. So the selfless thing that Stacey did when she saw I was struggling, when she knew I was talking to her about my concerns, is she literally said, let's elope and get married in Canada. I was just immediately said, okay.
I think it was our year anniversary from our first date. We were sitting in a restaurant, and being the romantic guy that I am, he got up and gone to the restroom, and he came back, and there was a ring sitting on his plate. And he looked at it, and I'm like, will you marry me? And that was the kind of the extent of the proposal.
Our wedding was very small. Just us and three other people.
It was such a different experience, I can say, because I guess Canada had been doing this for so long. Our friends took this one Italian restaurant. He was telling the waitress, oh, they're getting married tomorrow. And they're like, oh, and the whole restaurant was like up in an uproar because here's two guys coming from the United States to Canada to get married. And it was like,
so supportive.
Yeah, it was such a different experience than what at the time we imagined we would have experienced here.
Gave me goosebumps, actually, because that was the exact experience that we had.
Yeah.
We were on our way to the chapel, and the photographer was taking pictures, and we had our wedding dresses on, and so the cars saw us as we were walking to the chapel and just started honking their horns and saying congratulations, and we were looking at each other like, what is going on?
I was expecting honking and cursing out.
Yeah, we would have never experienced that, unfortunately, in our home state, in our home country, to be quite honest. The fact that we could not get married in Texas, I thought was just backwards. It was hurtful, and it was just another kick in the gut.
The fact that my wife and I share this love and this commitment to each other, and you're telling us we're not good enough. When we came back from Canada, I remember very distinctly feeling a sense of mourning. I was so happy when I was in Canada and on this high, and it was euphoria. To come back on American land and immediately have that taken away from me.
You know, we would get things like, is it really legal, or it's not legal here, or did you just go there just to do it? As if you just flew to another country and, you know, you had this fake ceremony and it doesn't mean anything.
But what irritates me so much is that people will look at us and say, oh, you're such a great family. You're doing such a good job with those kids. And the same people are like, but you shouldn't be married. The church says that your marriage isn't legal. It would make me so mad because it is not just a religious thing, it was a legal thing.
Exactly.
You know, I wanted my family to be recognized in a court of law.
Yeah.